Good afternoon. Today is the 10th of September and this is the Concorde Classics show at the Concorde Hotel, which is near Eastleigh. The reason it's called Concorde Hotel, I think, is because the airport, Southampton Airport, is about a mile from here. But we come to this every year. The weather's a bit different from what it is normally. Normally it's roasting hot, but today it's not. It's a bit damp, which is a shame. We've got some very nice cars here. We've done part one already. We will finish off in this part. This is a car I don't think I've seen here before, actually. It's a 2008 Fiesta ST500. I think this was a run-out model, actually, for the Mark 6 Fiestas, because the Mark 7s came in 2008, so it'll be one of the sort of later ones, this one. I don't think I've ever seen ST500. Lots of STs, but not the ST500. Next to it is something a good deal older. This is a very late Mark 1 Escort, which will be, I think, a 74. RS2000, original colour red, tuned by Ron Harris. The value of that is going up as I walk around it. 1978 Ford Escort RS2000 this time. Well, we just pause because of this announcement. Goodness me, viewers, that was a really long announcement. Fortunately, one of my channel viewers came over and had a little chat with me. The gentleman who supplied the MGZ T160 Chrysler Crossfire for back in the day, who's now got an MGF. So that's very nice. 1978-79 Ford Escort RS2000 Mark II. Look how shiny all this is. That is this great Pinto engine in these, 2 litre. Forget the name of the colour of this one. What was it, Daytona yellow on these? I'm really bad on sort of colour names. But then again, you clicked on a video called Slightly Shambolic Shuffles, so what do you expect? Well, there's 3 Mark III Capris. This one I forget if it's Oyster or Solar Gold, this one. It's one of the 2. This must have just had a sort of repaint or something like that. Yes, with 2. Yeah, 3 to gear. Yeah, we've seen this one before, haven't we? Of course we have. Sort of 78, 79. Sorry, Capri Club, who did the 50th birthday of the Capri back in 2019, where I was, which is still the most popular video ever on the channel, even after all these years. Capri 280 Brooklands. These are worth a lot of money now, these. Especially a nice one like this. That's beautiful. Production ended December 86, so some registered in 87, and the last one I saw was on a G89, I think. But that's very nice. This one has had a few things done to it. Body kit and everything like that on this. 180 horsepower, yeah, so a bit more than standard, this one. It's an 84, yeah, we have seen this before, of course we have. Big process there of drying things off. We've definitely seen this Alpha Sud before. 78. Owned by a couple of gents who are in the Testimony Motor Enthusiasts. Bernard is there and his son James as well. There are not many of these. The first time I saw this, was actually a Bracefield show, but we'll be attending next month, last year. It's a really nice car. I keep meaning to ask him to have a go in it. I think, again, this is another one of his cars. This is actually his son's car, this 356. He's again getting rid of the water on it. It's a 1960 356B Super 90. I don't know what it is, but I obviously it's a lovely car, but I prefer to drive an Alpha Sud. Also, I know that if I drive this, it's kind of, there are some irreplaceable bits in this, and that just puts me off a bit. But it's very nice. It's just I'd be a bit scared. It's worth about £50 million probably as well. Right, let's shambolically shuffle our way over here, shall we? Personal import, 2022 Ram 1500 crew cab. Not Dodge Ram, just Ram. Oh gosh, not the announcements again. Right, let's keep going. Announcements are fine if you're doing still photography, but if you are trying to do videos, the announcements are your absolute worst nightmare. So a C4, I think this one is. 1991. Very kind of 90s colour, isn't it? This sort of turquoise. That is super. I think there's original wheels on it as well. A bit older one here. 78. I think this is the C3. Official pace car. Indianapolis 500 in May 78. Interesting. Certainly looking very nice. Pop-up headlamps, of course. More pop-up headlamps. Let's try to not fall over here. So this is a really similar year, actually, this other one here. From St. Louis, Missouri. Another 78. Anniversary edition. Not fuel only, excellent. It's got a cat in it. 1995 C5 Corvette, very low miles. Oh, it is for sale. Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel, as he says, this could be yours. New harmonic balancer, MOT, call Nick 07990 702 996. Am I tempted? I'm a bit funny about left-hand drive cars for you. I'm a little bit funny about that kind of stuff, so not for me, but looks very nice. 2007 Corvette C6, yeah, from Texas. Oh, a beige leather interior. I don't mind if I do, viewers. I do like a nice beige leather interior. Rear camera, that's probably a good idea. There's another C4 here. Oh gosh, beige leather interior in this one as well. This is a 94 Euro spec. They did start selling these over here around that time. And then we've got a much newer Corvette. Now, I must sort of be a bit careful about this one. This is the new one, the previous one. Oh, this is the new model. Wow, okay. That's it's the C8, and yes, as it says, launch edition, right-hand drive. Isn't that crazy, seeing a Corvette with a steering wheel on the right-hand side? You can just go and buy one of these. There's, I think, 2 dealers in this country. One's Ian Allen Motors in Virginia Water in Surrey. The other one's, I think, in Manchester. So Camaro here, 95, 96. This thing. Now, you've got to be a little bit careful about this, because that plate is nothing to do with it really whatsoever. It's a reproduced and detailed Willys American. It's based on a chassis of something from that time, which is a Reliant Scimitar, which is why it has the plate for about 78, 79. It's actually got the same engine. It's the Ford Essex V6 in this. Very, very kind of sort of labour of love type stuff, this. And a very, very high standard of finish too as well. And again, something nice and rare here, a TVR Tuscan 3. Yeah. With the Speed 6 engine. 2006, yeah, absolute last year for TVR. I very much like the colour. That's a... Thank you. This is obviously interesting interior. TVR interiors always were a bit crazy. This is no exception. No driver aids and nothing like that. Don't need anything like that if you sort of driving a TVR. MGB. I'm amazed this is the first MGB I've actually seen today. So this was originally exported to Canada, and it was re-imported and converted to the right-hand drive. Luggage rack on there as well. Ooh, a Lancia Delta HF Integrale. Yeah, it's a very old, 91. The left-hand drive they all were. It's not an Evo 2 or anything. If it was, it'd be worth about £1 million, of course. I suppose that's pretty nice. Can't have a show, can we, without a Jaguar E-Type. It's the law. This is 3.8 then. For 4.2s have a little 4.2 badge. Yeah, it's a 61 E-Type drop-head coupe. One of the it's a flat floor. Wow, that's really nice. The Series 1 E-Type I drove, which is actually exactly the same car that Stefan Drummer Classic has driven. It's also a Series 1, but it's a later one, 66, 4.2, 2+2. And a minor. Again, I'm surprised we've not seen any other minors here. It's a 57 minor 1000 948cc. The Tourer body style, which I think is the most desirable ones actually out there. And we've got a McLaren here. There are some supercars here. They tend to be in the other section, which we're going to go to a second. I forget entirely what this model is called. I'm really bad on these new supercars. I have no idea. We're going to have to walk past that one because we'll have to be in trouble. My ignorance will be discovered, not that you haven't already heard it. Another one of these Willys pickups. Yeah, Speech Engineering Chassis. So this is not a replica, it's a sort of a real one, but a new chassis. It's 41. Would this happen to be a 53 Chevy Bel Air? In the same sort of colours that all the 57s that you see are. Looks like it, doesn't it? It's just ever so sort of 1950s America, isn't it? Just sort of sums it up. Particularly the Continental kit on the back there. Oh, viewers, we've seen something rather agreeable here. Yes, a Jaguar XK8. We do like these, viewers, very much. It's a 98, a 4-litre engine, not 4.2, and it has it's a cream leather interior, isn't it, rather than a beige one. I was getting a bit too excited there, viewers. I thought we'd have a beige leather interior, but it's a cream one. But of course it's got wood and it's wonderful, and yes please, I'd like to drive one of those. Another Morris here. This one is Morris 6, 49. Looks very similar to a Morris Minor. Well, that's because it was also designed by Alec Isigonis about the same sort of time. He did a sort of package of models for Morris. Then NAMX5. Don't think it's a Unos because of the number plate and everything. Oh no, is it Unos? Should look at the back, shouldn't I? I'm an idiot, viewers. As you haven't worked out already. 94 J2 Limited Sunburst Yellow. 1969 Triumph TR6, second one we've seen of those today. And then a Daimler SP250 Dart, 1964. That would be the very last year they made them. 64 was the last year. I think after Jaguar took over the company and they were, making the E-Type, they didn't really want to invest any more money in kind of improving or doing anything to these. So, yes. First notice is 1967. That's crazy. I'd forgotten we had a little tiny seat at the back. Don't think I'd fit in there, viewers, I'm afraid, much as you'd want to see me try. It's a much older Daimler, this one. That is this from the Docker era of Daimler? There we go, we've got sort of a catalogue of restoration. I'd like to see those, an information sheet, because I don't really know much about these old things. But there we go. Local plate as well, CR, Southampton plate. We've got some Teslas here. I think you've seen Teslas before. I think we'd rather have a look at these Pagoda SLs. 67 this one. 230 SL. W113. Behind its journey in Bognor Regis. Look at the automatic gearbox selector, which is completely the reverse of what you'd expect. This one's an auto one. Most of the ones I see these days, you could get a manual Pagoda SL, but these two are auto. This is a 280, 69 to 70. So we will try to avoid this announcement if we can. 70. Yeah, there's the automatic gearbox selector as well, which I find so strange. Right, let's get out of here. Ooh, Special. Literally Special. This one is about 86. Yeah, it's 86. Made in Belgium, registered over here in 86. But why? I mean, you could get a right-hand drive 2CV at that time. Who knows? Right, I'm going to avoid the ice creams this time, viewers. I'm tempted, but we're going to go instead and have a look at some nice old Rolls-Royces. Very nice, viewers. Silver cloud, silver cloud, silver cloud. These Series 1 and 2s to me look very similar. Series 3 is different. They do have different sort of front ends. So, don't know what year that one is. I presume this is a 61. It's a drop head coupe. These are rare old things. These. Literally the Rolls-Royce of leather. I think we've seen something very agreeable actually over here as well. So yeah, it's an HJ Mulliner Silver Cloud 2, 61, registered 62. Very, very tasty treat. And then another Silver Cloud 2 in Royal Burgundy. This is a 61, but we've actually saved the best till last, viewers, because this is quite literally the Rolls-Royce of beige leather interiors, with piping and wood and champagne bottles and little trays and everything. That is a very, very agreeable car indeed. We're going to have to look at some Ferraris because they're here, viewers. Oh, here we are. 308 GTS, as featured on Top Gear. This is an 81. And then we've got, what year is it? 2007 F430 F1 Spider. This isn't JM1 cars though, viewers, so we're not going to be talking too much because I know nothing about this whatsoever. Another F430. Fortunately, the wing mirror tells me it's one of those, which is good. And then I think a 348 this one is. Yes, 348 TB 1991. Rosso Corsa with sort of cream leather interior. An engine on show, which is nice. Another one of these sort of more contemporary Mustangs. Lots of these here today. There's been loads of shows in general at the moment. It's 2020, that one. It's Shelby GT500, that one actually. Then we've got an Enzo. I saw this actually driving around earlier on. I mean, I'm not surprised that somebody has roped it off. If I had this car, I would also do the same. Yeah, so people had a go in that, which is good. What else have we got over here? We got cars that I won't be able to tell you much about. I don't really know what they are, which is maybe just typical of the channel, viewers. Yeah, is that a Roma? I don't know. Another F430 here. That one, I can't remember what that's called. Oh, sorry, it does say 812 GTS. I've never heard of one of those before, actually. It shows me just how rubbish my knowledge of modern supercars is. It's absolutely, utterly appalling. Fortunately, we've got some information sheets so we can sort of keep going. F12 Berlinetta from 2015. Someone has, however, specified a beige leather interior, and of that I heartily approve. That is rather nice. Meridian Modern, that's not too far from here, I don't think, actually. 2012 Ferrari California, yes, I have heard of those. More along the lines of what I like, though, is this Aston Martin. 60 to V12 engine. This is the V12 Vantage S 2013. It's just stand on here rather than the mud. That's a really good idea. Bentley Continental GT, Living the Dream 1. We've seen this before, haven't we? Yes, this is at Camberley show last month. We've got the two little bear friends in here and the two little Bentleys. Sorry, well, one Bentley, Henry, and then is that Henrietta at the table. Where would I be, in there or at the table? I don't know. Oh, 456, I think these are. I think they were name changed later on. I do remember these though. This is the 6-speed manual, this one. Yeah, 456 MGT 2001. Another F430. Ooh, oh yes, I remember this one, viewers. That's more agreeable, isn't it? It's just more of a sort of thing. 1981, a very, very early Rolls-Royce Silver Spirit, ice green with biscuit leather interior. They're not even that expensive, these cars. Like, they, I mean, obviously they cost a fair bit to run, but you can pick them up relatively cheaply. Lancia Stratos. I wonder if this is a real Stratos or a Hawk Stratos. It's a real one.
Very impressive,
74.
that, I have to say. Beautiful car. If you want to know more about
gosh,
that,
and then we've got the actual, real, reasonably priced
so
Astra here. They had a couple of these. I wonder if this is the backup car or the real car. So your 2013 Astra 1.6 Tech Line. Has it still got the roll cage in it? Yes, it has. What's much to say? You've seen an Astra J videos, haven't you, before? You've seen the old Top Gear back in the day. Well, it's actually sort of it's not called old Top Gear. That's the pre-2001 show. And we've got some replica Herbie stuff going on here. I assume this is like a 65. I think, as far as I know. Oh yeah, hello Herbie. The car that was used in a lot of the films is actually a 64. This is a 65. That's a pretty good replica. All the trick bits, and we've got some more trick bits here as well on this DeLorean. MartyMcFly.co.uk. Excellent. We've got a hoverboard. We've got Mr. Fusion around here somewhere. Yeah, we've got all the gadgets and stuff. This was an auto. Got the hat. Got. It's even talking to me. There's the hat and everything. And we've got one of these Reliance, which is sort of smoking. Now the ones that were used in the show were Regal Supervan 3s. One of them we saw at Nebworth last weekend. Oh, no, 2 weekends ago. And then we've got Del Boy and Rodney here. Sorry, Uncle Albert there. Here we've got Del Boy. That one's a 86. Right. I am going to leave this area now in massive smoke and announcements and all these modern Ferraris I know nothing about, and go outside and hope that my ignorance is not discovered. Well, outside the club views, the biggest queue here is to have a go in one of the Sporting Bears cars that are available for having a passenger ride. Very nice Maserati here. Is he going to make it around there? Yeah. Well, he is. That's impressive. Ferrari 360, I think these are called. This one's a Spider, which is a predecessor to the F430. You would have thought that I would actually get my Ferraris right now, having seen one of these, but I've already forgotten what model this is. Oh, Portofino. There we go. It's actually written on the dash. Portofino M. But I think rather than that Ferrari, I would prefer to actually have a go in this 2018 Jaguar F-Type R. That would be very nice. It's even got Jaguar Land Rover press plates on it. This Maserati looks pretty nice. It's got a beige leather interior. That'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? Unfortunately, in a moment, it started to rain again, so you have to go in there with the hood up. Audi R8, not the sort of R8 you normally talk about, which are Rovers, but this is an Audi R8, which is a 6-speed manual. That looks fun to drive, doesn't it? Then a Nissan GT-R. I've actually driven one of these. I drove it on a track, actually, back in July. I didn't actually film it because I wasn't allowed to, but I have driven one of those. That was pretty good. And one of these new Lotuses, I keep forgetting what these are called. 6-speed manual in this one, so this I think is the Toyota engine. I always forget what these are called. Oh, Emira, there you go, Emira First Edition. My knowledge of the modern supercars viewers is absolutely, utterly terrible. 2017 5-litre Mustang, 2011 Lotus Exige 410 Sport, that looks fun. And this is a Mini with a strange front end and a Honda Civic Type R engine. I've seen this before as well. So 84, 85. 1972-73 Jaguar E-Type Series 3 Roadster. Aston Martin DBS Superleggera. That looks fun, doesn't it? That's some pretty good stuff here. You know, if I had some time, I would definitely want to have a go in something like that. Ooh, that bit loud. Right, let's go over here and see if there's anything else. And looking here at the back, it looks a little bit like a Ferrari, but it's not. This is an MR2, isn't it? Yeah, it's an MR2. Ferrari wheel though, that's pretty good. It's not a bad replica of that. Certainly it'd be fun to have a go in it, but we're not after replicas, we're after some real stuff today, which we've seen. Anyway, thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like to leave a comment below, and we shall see you again soon for more incorrect information.